Good morning, everybody. Movie Fan 2002 here, and as you can probably tell, we are nearing the end of April, which pretty soon means that we will be entering the summer movie season. Yep, May is upon us, and I feel like now is a good time for me to give you guys my top 10 most anticipated movies for the summer of 2025. Now, these are the films I'm personally either cautiously optimistic or really excited to check out this summer. Now, keep in mind, there is a good chance I might not see all of them when they first come out in theaters. But even so, I'm still kind of, or really am excited to check these movies out. Now, I will admit this was a bit of a tough list in order to get 10 films, but I was able to come to like a certain ones. Also, you may be a bit surprised of what will be on this list, mainly the 10th and 9th choices. But even so, I hope you guys do enjoy what I have in store. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, coming in at number 10 and number 9, I know this is going to shock a lot of people. It's the remakes of How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch. Okay, now wait. Now before you all start commenting in the comments, let me explain why. Now yes, to be fair, I know what you're all about to say, that yes, I did kind of like ran a bit on the How to Train Your Dragon remake back in November when the teaser was released. But to be fair, as time moved on and after the whole discourse with the whole Snow White remake, I realized, you know what, maybe this one doesn't seem so bad. So honestly, when looking at the trailers for both films, they honestly don't seem that bad. Okay, do they seem like they're going to top the original films by any means necessary? Of course not. And I'm still not so keen of DreamWorks doing a remake to one of their films. And apparently at CinemaCon they announced they're doing the remake of the second film, which is just wrong. But aside from that, I honestly am cautiously optimistic to see how these films will turn out, and I will admit they don't look that bad. Sure, they may look kind of iffy-ish, and I know there are some people who are not too keen of Disney and DreamWorks doing remakes to their films, although Disney's been making more than DreamWorks because this is their first attempt. But they do seem like they could be at least a good enough movie on their own. Maybe not by much, but at least something I can still enjoy. So yeah, personally, I'm willing to give these films a chance. Coming in at number 8, I have Pixar's upcoming feature, Elio, which, as you all may know, this was originally going to be the film that was supposed to come out back in March of 2024, but unfortunately got delayed because it was back when the writer's strike was happening, despite the fact that they delayed it just a few days before the actual strike ended. So apparently now it's a bit pointless. But and they sort of did change up a lot of what the movie did, what the original film established, because there were some creative differences going on. And while yes, I do express a bit of my concerns towards the film, I am willing to give the film a shot. As I will admit, some of the original movies this decade have been pretty well good, like Luca, Elemental, and of course, what I still consider to be the studio's best film, Soul. So I am personally down to check this movie out. And I will admit, I thought they did a smart move pushing this movie back to June 20th, because to be fair, I mean, while it would have been nice for this movie to come out on Father's Day weekend, let's be real here. I feel like it would have been overshadowed by the How to Train Your Dragon remake, so they're doing the right thing in this regard. Besides, sometimes you have to at least make some sacrifices, even though this is also coming out the same day as 28 years later. And for those who are wondering why that movie isn't on this list, well, the thing is, I've never seen the other two films, so unfortunately I can't really express my excitement for it, just even though it does look interesting, but I don't know. Maybe I might see it, but that depends. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Elio does look pretty good. The animation obviously looks fantastic, as expected from Pixar. I mean, it has a fun creative vibe to it, and it could be a heartwarming movie at the end of the day. So I am interested to see checking this movie out, and I hope it is a sleeper hit for Pixar, because they do at least need it. And hey, at least it's more necessary than the movie that Pixar is going to be releasing next summer. But more on that when we get to it. Coming in at number 7, I have Karate Kid Legends. Now this is going to be an exciting one because they're mixing both the original Karate Kids movies with Cobra Kai. Now that is awesome. On top of Jackie Chan returning among the cast, the movie looks great from its production designs. It's going to have some of that awesome karate martial arts action. And overall, it just seems like a cool blast from the past. And it's something that, like, yeah, this could be like a new passing of the baton for the new generation. On top of that, I think I said this before in the past, but I've taken martial arts for like 5 years and finished off as a black belt. So unsurprisingly, this does seem like this could get me back. So maybe this could bring a bit of that martial arts series back to my daily exercise. Even though, to be fair, the martial arts I did was Taekwondo and not karate. But regardless, I'm interested to see how this movie plays itself out, as it does look like a very interesting and very well crafted feature, at least in my opinion. Yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Really looking forward to it. Yeah. Coming in at number 6, I have Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, this is actually one that's surprisingly getting some excitement from the public, considering, like, I will admit at first I was a bit apprehensive, because, like, Dominion did feel like the end of the franchise, so I was a bit wondering, wait, why are they doing this? But then they announced Gareth Edwards was going to be among the cast, and was starring Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this actually does look to be very interesting, and looks like this could possibly be, now, even though I don't want to give my hopes high, the best one to be released since the original Jurassic Park. And I said, be released since the original. Not dethrone the original film. Come on, nothing in this franchise is going to top the original master craftsmanship of the original 1993 classic we all know and love. But still, I am really looking forward to this. It has the same intensity and action as the previous films. It has a great tone, and like the casting looks excellent. And the effects and scale of the film looks very massive. Like, this is technically sort of like what I thought Dominion was sort of gonna be like. I mean, which I will admit I was maybe a little bit too nice on the movie on initial viewing, although I haven't seen it since it was in theaters. I think this is gonna be a really, possibly the best film of the franchise since the original. Yeah, maybe I'm not expecting it to be a perfect film, as obviously there might be some dumb shit here and there. Excuse my language. But I am still really looking forward to it. And some of the creatures that we saw in the film, I heard one of them is meant to be like a mix between the T-Rex and a predator from the Predator franchise. If that's the case, then we're rooting for something very, very interesting with this movie. All in all, I just cannot wait. So yeah, can't wait to see what Jurassic World Rebirth has in store. And considering it's coming from the same guy who directed the best of the Disney Star Wars films with Rogue One, I think it's safe to say that this movie's in great hands. Coming in number 5, I have Thunderbolts! Yeah, I mean, I absolutely just love the way how David Harbour says that. It's just fantastic. Oh yeah, the more and more I see this film, the more I'm getting really excited for it. And from what I heard from early reactions, like they're saying that they're calling this one of the better post-Endgame MCU movies. Then if that's the case, I'm burning for something truly awesome. Yeah. Now, yes, I will flat out say it, Taskmaster's gonna die in this. I mean, Taskmaster is obviously gonna get killed off way too soon. Yeah, she's not coming back in Doomsday. She's gone. She's dead. But jokes aside, but when it comes to the actual movie itself, it does look really cool. Like, and from what I hear, it's a movie about mental health and like going through your own struggles and trying to like overcome your own past, like, which does make sort of sense. I mean, like, we did sort of see that with Logan and last year with Deadpool and Wolverine, but the fact that we can see that with an entire team dealing with their own struggles, having to like overcome them, seems very interesting. The casting is overall excellent. I mean, we got Yelena, Red Guardian, John Walker, Ghost, and Bucky Barnes, which I'm really excited to see them among the cast in this movie. The action looks really cool and a lot more grounded. It's shaping up to be one of the more darker MCU films, and overall, it seems like a really great movie that I will definitely be going into more detail about my thoughts once I see the film next Friday night, which is a week from tomorrow, apparently. So, yeah, we'll be here very sooner than we expect. So, obviously, the MCU is about to kick off the summer again with another movie. Well, unlike last year, of course. Coming in number 4, I have The Bad Guys 2. Now, at this point, we have not yet received a new trailer, but even so, that doesn't change the fact that I'm so excited for this film. I mean, the first movie was freaking awesome, so the sequel looks really cool. Like, I already said a lot of what I said in my anticipated movies of the year list, so I'll keep this brief, but to summarize, this film looks amazing. The animation still looks as awesome as it was in the first film. Thank God it's not a Megamind 2 downgrade. That was my biggest worry. But we're actually getting the original cast back. Like, I love the idea of what they're presenting with this film. We're getting like new bad guys, sort of criminals, and just overall looks like it's gonna be like an awesome continuation of the first movie. And knowing DreamWorks when it comes to sequels, yeah, this is gonna be another one of their hits, no doubt about it. And most likely will pretty much be the best movie of the DreamWorks films this year. Coming in at number 3, I have F1 feature. This is like a movie based off like the race, but it's like this racing event that happens like in Europe, and I'm really looking forward to it. What's getting me excited for this film is that it's directed by the same guy who directed Top Gun Maverick, which is my favorite movie of the decade so far. Well, that or either Across the Spider-Verse, but still, I'm really excited for this. And Brad Pitt's one of my personal favorite movie actors, so of course I'm looking forward to seeing what he's in. And I have a feeling like what he's about to be writing is golden. Like the story looks very engaging, even if it's a bit similar to what he recently did with Maverick. And like the racing scene looks as intense as what he did when filming the plane scenes in Top Gun Maverick, and it has a great star-studded cast, and it just looks all like it's shaping up to be like a really excellent feature and possibly one of the year's best films. But don't really have that much else to say. And considering my dad's a big sporting fan, this seems like one that my dad and I will most likely see in theaters. But that depends. We'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, definitely looking forward to this movie. Number 2 is a tie between both Superman and the Fantastic Four: The First Steps. Yep, number 2 is a tie for both of the comic book movies that are coming out in July. And I'm just freaking excited for them. I mean, I know there's some people saying that like there's time for one over the other, but really, let's not make this a competition. Let's celebrate the fact that we have two comic book films that are starting like certain heroes about to get like possibly their first great feature in years, or in ever in the case of the Fantastic Four. But you know what I mean. Both movies look excellent. The casting looks great. The effects look amazing and adds a lot of color to their world. The stories they're presenting are interesting, although to be fair, we do know a bit more about like what the Fantastic Four story is being presented comparing to Superman, and it's just really shaping up to be like some of like the year's best movies. Like, well, now obviously I don't want to get my hopes too high, but like considering the creative team that's behind them, I feel like this is gonna be excellent, especially for Superman, where like that movie needs to be a success, because this movie needs to be a success, or else, because if it doesn't, then like we don't know what the future will hold for DC afterwards, because like that's why I'm really hoping James Gunn does not screw it up. You really must not screw this up, James Gunn. Please. Yeah, my fingers are crossed with it. But still, I'm looking forward to both these films. They're definitely going to be really big events to witness in July, and definitely films I'm definitely going to be checking out on the biggest screen possible, because like they look amazing. If this would have been my most anticipated films of both the summer and the year, except there's one other movie that topped it. And my number 1 most anticipated movie for the summer of 2025 is, you guessed it, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This is it. After 30 nearly long years of being with this franchise, it's about to come to an end next month. And I am so beyond hyped. I apologize I didn't do any trailers reactions to them. I know I was going through a bit of I was dealing with some own personal ends during those times, so unfortunately didn't get a chance to do it. But regardless, that doesn't change the fact that I am beyond hyped for this film and will be reviewing the movie when it comes out. Like, it looks amazing. There's just so much to be excited for. Excuse me. Like the action looks intense as always. It's shaping, like, they're definitely marketing this as the big finale. Like, it's bringing everything full circle, at least from what I'm seeing. And all in all, it looks like this is going to be the perfect ending, or at least to an epic franchise that we spent 30 years with. And for a franchise that's been peaking with its later films rather than their earlier ones, that says a lot. So, and I'm really happy for that. Christopher McQuarrie, the writing's on the walls for this film to succeed, and I'm just so excited. I'll definitely be there opening night. I'm so hyped for this movie. Oh yeah, honestly, I'm just freaking excited for this. I'm ready to see Ethan Hunt in his final mission one last time. Yeah, and this is my most anticipated film for the summer of 2025. And that was my top 10 most anticipated films for the summer of 2025. Please comment down below and let me know what your most anticipated movies for this summer are. And until next time, if you'd like to be part of this channel, all you have to do is click that subscribe button down below. Like the video if you really enjoyed it. And until next time, peace and take care.